Alright, let's get this over with. Bear with me again. Yeah. 7. You could hear the wind rattling mournfully against the panes in the princess' bedchamber. The princess' castle is built on stone, and is well fortified, but even with the fire, it is rather cold. Are we, when are we going to be finished critiquing the interior design of the thing that we're living in? How many times are we gonna do the same thing over and over again? Like, move on already. Talk about something else. Jeez. Of course, the castle is built of stone. You just said that a while ago. Fucking idiot. You don't like to think of how much chillier, by comparison, it will be in your humble bedchamber, which is not fortunate enough to have its own fireplace. You just get extra sheets, and is this gonna be important? Is this gonna be fucking referenced a little later or something? Are we setting up or something? Because if we're not, then what the point? What's the fucking point of talking about this shit? What is the point of bringing this shit up if it's not gonna be used in any way whatsoever? What are we doing here? Why do you keep doing this? How the fuck did this visual novel ever get the recognition it does? It sucks. Jesus, look at all the fucking positive comments this visual novel has. It even has different languages and shit. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Dude. I'm like, are you serious? Like, how is it possible? I'm sure individuals are smart beings, smart individuals, but Jesus, really? Maybe the start of humanity's downfall isn't from open borders or illegal immigration. It started from fucking idiots that think this is literary art or something. God. Maybe these are the same people that make the world worse for everybody else because of fucking idiotic they are. Oh, this actually is really good. Fuck you. It might sound childish, but I've always found it hard to sleep on stormy nights like this. They make me feel uncomfortable. You look at the princess with no small degree of sympathy, no longer clad in a bright red dress, even. Yeah, obviously. We just said she was in a nightgown, and of course she's no longer clad in bright red dress. Are you fucking. What is the point? She looks oddly, uncommonly vulnerable. Will she really be alright all alone in her oversized bed in her high ceilinged bedchamber? You know, it is silly of you to contemplate such a query. Silly doesn't cut it. You know, it's fucking retarded of you to talk about dumb shit that doesn't matter in the long run. Yeah. Why would she not be alright? There is nobody in the castle to hurt her, but still you fret for her. Don't you think there's a problem then? As our lady's maid, it is your job to fret for her. Sure, make your... Is there a job description that we side with her signature? You would never want your mistress to feel unhappy. You ask the princess what it is she would have you do, and the princess breaks up and displeased, perhaps, if you are taking the initiative. I wouldn't like to take up too much of your time when it is so very late. But would you mind sitting with me a little while longer and reading to me, provided that you can, of course? This is a fair enough question, but your pride bristles regardless. Hastily you reassured the princess that yes, of course you could read. You were a poor student in many aspects of the conservatoire, but you had something of a gift when it came to the literary arts. No, you don't. This is the gift of the literary arts? Fuck. The world is doomed. The literary world is doomed. Reading books is all you have ever been any good at, and yet you can't write for shit. Oh, I see. I suppose I should have known. You're so incredible. I sometimes wonder if there's anything you can't do. Write a fucking decent dialogue that actually builds up to something. It sets up something, it builds it up, and then it pays off in the most satisfying way. Not more fucking 5,000 word essay that doesn't give a shit, that you just want to reach the fucking word quota. That's all there is. This is the fucking visual novel. Reach the word quota. What was the word quota? 16,000 words? Fuck me. The princess's high praises makes you flush awkwardly. You look away. Being able to read, you reassure her it is not such a great feat. Perhaps it isn't where you hail from, but it is here. Very few of my old servants could read, and they certainly couldn't read the books that I like. If this piques your interest, just fucking read. Intrigued, you ask the princess what books exactly she likes. Well, I'm glad you asked some fond of fairy tales, you see, old ones from centuries past. I have a collection of them here, the princess says, indicating a book on her bedside table as thick as a mortuary slab. The book is old, though, and the bindings are weak, the pages are brittle, the writing woefully old-fashioned. I didn't trust any of my past servants with that book, but I think you would do a good job breathing life into those old stories. Would you mind reading to me for just a brief while? Please, dear one, oh please. The princess's request seems a simple one expressed sweetly, so much so you see no reason to refuse her. You take a seat beside the princess upon her luxurious bed, which sinks beneath your weight. Are we that fucking fat? We're fat, fatty. Then you retrieve the leather-bound book, which is resting upon her bedside table, and spread it open. Don't eat it, fatty. Read the book, don't eat it. The pages of the book are very brittle. Yeah! Holy fuck, how many times are we gonna fucking repeat that the book is very brittle, the book is very fragile, the book is very... Are you fucking kidding me with this shit? Do you think I'm that retarded to not remember what I just fucking read? Holy shit, what the fuck is this visual novel? Like the princess said, the bindings of the book are loose. No shit, it was already fucking mentioned. You can feel in the heft of the book's manifold pages the weight of the ages concealed within it. How old is this book? I don't know. Have you checked his birth certificate? Perhaps it is as old as the castle in which it resides. Who cares? It is with a quiet voice at first that you begin to read to the princess a tale of courtly love which culminates into a lavish wedding ceremony. All the while as you read, the princess listens to you enraptured, hanging, or so it seems, upon your every word. Once you reach the final phrase embossed upon the pages of his aged tome, and they live happily ever after, the princess sighs as though this tale has touched her very soul. Would that there was a handsome prince to marry me, she says somberly, or better yet, a beautiful princess at this point. I think I would even settle for a lowly scullery maid. You blush at the sound of the remark and mumble softly that this would not be proper. The storm outside is still squalling, and you have never been one to raise your voice. You do not expect, therefore, that the princess will overhear you, but she does. She observes you, her head resting against her pillows, and says, "And what will be the problem with that? As my maid, shouldn't my happiness come before any silly ideas of propriety?" "Well, of course," you reply, "but for a princess to marry a scullery maid." "You're still hung up about that?" The princess titters. "Don't pay too much heed. I'm just talking to myself." "Then talk to yourself. Don't fucking talk when people can hear you." As if anything like that would ever happen. Why, and there is no priest around who would officiate it. You think there are greater issues with the princess's plan than the lack of a priest, though she does present a good point. Whatever. The castle is an empty one. No shit, really? I think we already mentioned that before, but sure, let's mention it again, because fuck you. Fuck this fucking visual novel. It's so retarded. Even if the princess were to find somebody that she loves, there would be nobody to make such a wedding official. You cannot help but feel like you have avoided a good deal of nuisance. But by the same token, do you not feel such disappointed? Well, never mind. That was a nice story, the princess says, but I'm not sleepy yet. It is still storming outside. Won't you read me one more? You would not mind, you reply, but it is getting late. You really ought to return to your own chamber. I know, but can't you find in your heart to read one story to me? Just one. You can choose a short one. I won't complain. You have some doubts about that, but as before, you cannot resist the princess's demands. It is not, you think, because she is a princess, though that is, of course, a part of it, but because she is... Holy crap, look at this pretentious fucking writing. It is not, you think, but because she is a princess, though that is, of course, a part of it. Shut up. This is such autistic fucking writing. What the fuck? Mentally ill writing. She is a princess, though of course it's not because she's a princess, but maybe that is also part of it. But I just want to specify in full detail that won't even have a decent proper payoff. Wait, what is the point? Fucking stupid. Well, radiant. You would not, you think, as you turn to the next story recounted in this age compendium, want to upset her. You would rather cut your own tongue. I would rather cut myself. You read another story of the princess which is of a similar vein to the last. Impossible adventures culminating at their close in a happy marriage. This tale delights the princess just as much as the tale you read prior, and she begs for another, then another. One bedroom story soon becomes five, and even then, when the candles which flicker on the princess' bedside are close to guttering out, the princess is not satisfied. Like a grasping, greedy child, she has never heard of moderation. When she wants something, she seeks to glut herself with it. Her only request that of more. If she were to comely, perhaps her inability to adhere to the word no would be seen as a character defect. The princess is very comely, however, and so when she makes her next request, you almost agree offhand without considering the ramifications. She's autistic. She's mentally ill. She's retarded. She's every illness in the book. I think I go to sleep now, but the storm is so raging. I feel lonely on my own in this big empty bed, so... I know, the princess' eyes light up. The night sky in a thunderstorm. Why don't you sleep with me? You stare at the princess, your eyes wide as goose eggs. Slowly you blink. Then just as slowly you bid her to repeat herself. Didn't you hear me? The princess giggles. Maybe you've been so busy cleaning up after me, you've neglected to clean out your own ears. I said, dear one, would you like to sleep with me? If that is the question she truly means to ask, then it is easy enough to answer. Of course you would like to sleep with her. It would be an honor. But would it really be alright for you to accept such an invitation? It must be a gross breach of protocol, surely, for a lonely domestic such as yourself to share a bed with a princess. You sit upon the princess's bedside fretting while she observes with wide beseeching eyes. She's waiting. Well, what's the matter, dear one? Why do you tarry so? Could it be? The princess lower lip begins to tremble. Don't you want to lie with me after all? The sorrow present in the princess's voice and in her face makes you feel awfully guilty. Hardly you console her. Tell her in uncertain terms that if she truly wishes to partake in your company, then you have no qualms with it. Pretentious fucking writing. Why would you? Well then, don't just stand there dilly-dallying, silly. Come and join me, come. And that is what you do, after returning briefly to your own chamber to change into your nightgown. Once dressed, you waste no time and return to your impetuous princess's side. She's already lying in her glorious four-poster bed, awaiting your return as though you are a knight-errant gone away to slay some wicked dragon. The princess giggles when she sees you. In your haste to change, you have made a hash of the buttons, and she bids you to come closer. Let me fix that for you, silly. Oh, now you say, I couldn't possibly let you do that. I am but a servant after all. Should it not be your job to dress her? I don't fucking care. Maybe so, the princess says, but I don't mind a bit of role reversal. It makes things more fun. Try a few more refutations, but in vain. The princess summarily discards all of them. Quite at the princess's mercy. She might have even been more stubborn than you are. You capitulate to her demands. You let the princess unbutton the front of your nightdress, then rebutton them so the fabric of your plain gown is drawn shut. Satisfied with her handiwork, she has very elegant hands. The princess draws back and pats the mattress beside her. Now come in. It must be horribly cold out there, but these sheets are warm. Coyly the princess smiles, and so am I. You feel warm yourself as you slide into bed beside the princess. Blah, blah, blah. Your face is as red as the gown the princess so often wears. Get with this shit? We know. Why do we keep repeating the same fucking retarded shit? We said this already. Why? Is this visual novel for autistic people that need repetition? As red as the roses in the castle's grounds. I know, we know, everybody fucking knows. But apparently we need the repetition. It is important. It is there because, I don't know, people that play this need repetition in their fucking lives. You know what they say? If you enjoy repeating the same fucking thing, you might be fucking retarded. All the while your heart is fluttering. Does the princess know what an effect she is having on you? Surely she must. How could any woman be so blind? There, the princess exclaims, once your body's lying beside hers, that is much better. Do you feel cozy now, dear one? You swallow, and with a shaky voice you reassure her. Yes, you are cozy, you are quite cozy indeed. Very good, the storm might be raging outdoors, but it can't get us here. I know, and I'm with you, I'll be safe. It's strange, but the princess reaches out, then takes your hand in hers, twining your fingers together with it like a chain. When I'm with you, I feel so very light. It's as though nothing in the world can hurt me. You make me feel safe, so I want to make you feel safe too. You're just saying that because I'm the only servant that has tolerated your fucking idiotic presence. I'll take very, very good care of you, I promise. You'll be falling in love with me if I was some fucking knight or whatever, or if I was a dude. You return her smile with one of your own, touched by her thoughtfulness, though something about her promise does make you wonder. Should it not be your job to look after her as a domestic? In a way, the princess replies after a pause, but you've been taking good care of me already. Now I need to return the favor. As a princess, I'm supposed to look after my vassals. It's all part of the job description. Seriously, bro? You were unaware that being a princess came with a job description. Yeah, I know, right? That's so funny. You thought the profession came with far fewer written responsibilities and far fewer forms assigned than, say, becoming a doctor or an astrophysicist or a mathematics professor. Oh my god, I just want to fucking bash my head on the keyboard. I tell the princess this sleepily and she laughs. You do say some funny things, dear one. I think you must be tired. Rest your head, you've been working so hard. I think you deserve it. Just kill me now, please. End my misery. Yes, you think only half conscious. You think you deserve it too. You have been working hard for a long time. You have been running for even longer. But now, at long last, you feel like you can let your fears go. Your eyelids begin to droop. Your body beleaguered by a sudden, all-consuming fatigue. Ah, Jesus. And in a quiet, understated sort of way, your consciousness is conveyed to Morpheus' kingdom. Who the fuck is Morpheus? Again. Your sleep is a deep one, despite the storm which rages outdoors. The wind is howling like a couple of wildcats, both locked in a vicious and bloodthirsty bout to the death. But you don't hear, I don't give a shit, what? Swallowed by warm blankets about you, and soothed by the princess' presence, you are immune from all the ills of the world. When you are with the princess, you feel safe, secure, and I know we just said that already. Yeah, you even feel loved. It is a pity then that these feelings do not last for very long. Oh, thank God. Please, kill me now. Do it. Kill me. God, this ride is fucking atrocious. You know that something is wrong catastrophically, so the moment you open your eyes, your thoughts are hopelessly jumbled, but you are sure that when you fell asleep, it was in a bed, a nice warm bed no less, beneath soft, comfortable sheets. You are not lying in a bed right now, though. You are not, in fact, lying at all. Oh, great. Sorry, gonna starve to death or something? You are standing instead against a cold, hard wall made of stone. The curve of your back is pressed against the wall so intimately you can feel its icy chill seeping through the fabric of your nightgown. Alright. Your feet, which are bare, are similarly pressed against cold, unfeeling stone. They feel so frigid you cannot help but tremble. You are trembling so much you can feel your teeth chattering together. They sound like castanets. The sound is almost jaunty as it echoes through yourself, for that it is indeed where you are. The princess's bedchamber when you fall asleep is a thing now after the past. You're standing instead, you realize with a sharp start in the cell of some great underground dungeon. Well, that seems an uncomfortable position to sleep. You swallow when you do, you can taste something bitter on your tongue. Your stomach is beginning to churn with anxiety. You feel like you are going to be sick, a feeling which wells up inside you to a staggering degree when you catch notice of the stench. You're not you realize. The only one in the dungeon, yeah. There are several others here, others attired in simple black and white outfits of servants which look much like the dress that you once wore. The others who are with you, however, in this expansive cell, manacled to the walls, are no fit to speak to you, nor to tell you of their plights. They are unfeeling, unseeing, unbreathing. You mean they're dead? They're all dead, yeah. What is the fuck? What is the point of that shit? Why just say they're dead? cannot approach these servants to check their pulse. No, dub, because we are fucking chained up. Why do you fucking need to say that you cannot approach these servants? No fucking shit, I can see that. For you yourself are afraid. No shit, but even if you could, there would be no point. There's no way any human can survive the wounds which have been inflicted upon these sad slump bodies. You really? You don't think the skeleton is... You think these fucking skeletons have a pulse or something? Are you fucking... Again, are you retarded? Are you fucking stupid? Does your brain function? Common sense, where are you? Over there you see a woman slumped in front of her once white apron stained with blackish blood. There's a gaping wound in her stomach, one to which her entrails have been, half escaped. Some sort of a burgundy scoop which might once have been pale pink. You mean the princess cut her stomach open? There's another woman slumped beside the first of a smaller stature. She is skinnier. Maybe she's not a woman after all, but an adolescent like yourself. She might even be younger. Which is it? The girl's age or lack of did not preclude her attacker from inflicting upon her horrors. Alas, for her body is even more mutilated than the first. Her body is peppered with even more wheels, and her face has been half smashed in. Only one eye remains, staring fixedly at the wall opposite her. In the ruined remains of what was once her skull. Over there, how many times are we gonna fucking... Over there you see a woman who is missing both her arms and her lower jaw. Over there you see another who is missing her entire lower half. Where have her legs gone? You have no idea. If they can only answer, wow, whatever. Are we gonna build up to something here? The injuries inflicted upon these bodies are ghastly, but their advanced decay is enough to turn your stomach. You may not long... Come on, I can read. Come on. It's like... You know when you read something and you're like your body's physically avoiding reading the thing and you're like, what was I reading again? God, it's like my body's using its defense mechanism to avoid reading more of this shit because it's making me fucking dumber by the second. It makes me feel like I'm one of you. It's making me feel like I'm one of the retards of this fucking visual novel. You know not how long these carcasses have been lying down here, but they have begun to putrefy. No shit. If fear a similar fate might befall you, you should just stay here. I mean, I think there's any other choice to just leave. You need to escape. How? Fitfully struggle against the manacles which bind you, but alas, it is no use. You cannot free yourself from the walls. Your restraints are much too strong, and you're much too weak. Panic rises up in your throat, cold and icy, while terror seizes your heart. This too, glacial. It is obvious that escape is impossible, but still you squirm and writhe like a rat caught in a firestorm. There is little point, however, to your struggles. You succeed in nothing as you turn to free yourself, save marking the steel manacles. Wait, come on. I can read. Concentrate, man. Concentrate. Even my throat is like trying its best to produce so much goop, so much slime, so much what do you call that? It's preventing me from reading, from pronouncing words. Like, God damn it. Dig into your abused wrist more sharply than ever. You gasp. It hurts. Well, you ought to have known that would not work. The very definition of insanity is, performing a set of action over and over again, hoping for a different response. Please include being repetitious. Is that even a fucking word? If it is, then yeah. If it's not, then it should be. A fucking repetitious piece of shit. In that sense, perhaps one could argue optimism is not so very different from insanity. Now that is an interesting point to consider, but yeah, who fucking gives a shit, you stupid cunt? No, evidently not. You're still trying to escape, you foolish girl, as if that would do you any good. The clangorous rattling of your steel restraints is rather starting to get on my nerves. Why? You're making enough noise to raise the dead down there in your dark, dingy cell, and all your screaming is hardly helping matters. I wish that you could cease this infernal racket, but I know you will not. Nothing I could say could ever get through to you. Now that you have ever listened to me in the first place, go fuck yourself, you stupid bitch. Perhaps you would listen to her, though. Is she not your kind, considerate mistress? Look now, she has come all this way into the dark depths of the castle's cold, inhospitable dungeon to see you. Is that not kind of her? Oh dear, why the princess thrills, entering the dungeon with a series of lilting steps. It would seem like you have finally awoken. How are you? Based on all that infernal racket you've been making, it would seem like you have no shortage of energy. Balefully, you turn your head, so as to meet your eyes of the princess. She's standing but a few paces away beneath a roughly hewn stone arc, which spans one entry but rarely ever an exit to the dungeons. The dungeons are dull and drab, but the princess is wearing her favorite red dress. It is so bright and brilliant, I fucking don't give a shit. What's the red? Oh, fuck you. Now it makes you think of violence. You must forgive me for leaving you down here for so long. That was unfair of me. I did think of waiting here with you by your side until you awoke, but... Once again, the princess giggles a light, airy giggle which does not at all suit the situation in which you have found yourself. No shit. A dungeon is not a fair place after all for a princess. It is horribly cold here and so very drab. There's nowhere nice and soft to lay my head. I could have brought my pillows down from my bed, I suppose, and not my blankets, but then they would have gotten dirty and that would be a disaster. I need to be more careful. I won't have anybody left to clean up after my messes soon. Now I wouldn't have dispatched to you. Once again, the princess laughter is light and lilting, like the chiming of a silvery bell. Come on, read me. Come on, I can fucking read. But it's like even my fucking voice even is like it's slurring on its own. It's slurring with purpose. I don't want to read any more of this garbage. This is fucking atrocious. What the fuck? But it does little to alleviate your concern. If anything, it makes you feel even more alarmed. Did you say she meant to dispatch of you? Yeah, that's right. Could you not tell? I thought you might have figured that out already after waking up in the dungeon, silly. Well, we're fucking retarded. What the fuck do you expect? Still smiling, the princess takes another step towards you. Would that you could cringe away from her, but you cannot. You are completely powerless. The princess reaches out and places a hand upon your cheek. Her skin is very white, and though her touch is cool, it is less so than the frigid air in the dungeon. Though your body is aching, the princess' touch is gentle, and you find yourself leaning to subconsciously. You wish you could... What? You wish it would keep holding you? Fucking retarded? What the fuck? Is this romanticizing fucking idiocy? Why? Why the fuck do people like this shit? It's so fucking stupid. You wish you could keep touching you? Why? Oh my god. Fuck positive reviews. Fuck everybody who likes this game. You're all retards. You're all fucking retarded. Every single person in different parts of the world that likes this visual novel, you are fucking retarded. You're spreading idiocy. No wonder people are fucking idiots. This generation is doomed. You luxuriate in her kindness as best as you can, but though the princess's caresses are tender, your circumstances rather undermine them. How can you relax this? What? What? Fuck you. You're such a good girl, the princess says in a cajoling sort of voice, as one might address a cat. But so lovely to me while you've been together. I really couldn't ask for a better servant. I feel as though I've been spoiled. Why then, you ask her, is she doing this? Improbable though it sounds, she must be the one who chained you up. There's nobody else in the castle who would have committed such a feat. Everybody else is dead. Why, yes, however, as to you, I've done orchestrated all of this, naturally. Naturally, she says, as though her betrayal is a matter of course. Naturally. Why, you ask, is this so natural to her? What does this mean to do? Yeah, what does she mean to do with you? I feel like my brain cells dying. I feel like my brain is being eaten by a fucking parasite or something. I feel like I'm becoming stupider by the second, by the minute, by the millisecond. Every time each word eats up my brain. In the worst possible way. I can't even think clearly. I can't construct a sentence. My mouth is slurring words on purpose. My whole body, every cell in my body is rejecting reading this fucking garbage. Even a raccoon would be like, no, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck? You know, raccoons would be like, hey, I dumpster dive. I like digging into trash. But when I see this, no, fuck, kill me now. God, it's making me rethink my life. Oh, only what I've done to all of my other servants. I have experience with this sort of thing, so please don't worry. I'll take good care of you. And by take good care of, she means Naturally, I'll kill you. Why? There it is again, that word which seems grossly inappropriate given all which was transpired. Why? What is even the payout? Why does each hero want to kill this main character? It doesn't make any sense. In China games there's a setup, build up and payoff. I mean, it's also retarded, but at least it's fun and entertaining. This shit just fucking came out of fucking nowhere. Like what? Why? Why do you want to kill me? I don't want. This is stupid. Naturally, there's nothing natural about this. Do you not think so? The prince examines you, but expression ponderous. It's natural to me, even though it isn't natural to other people. This just feels right. Oh my god, you're stupid. Presenting your service to the dungeon and letting them die? Yes, exactly. There's a bit more to it than that, though. Of course there is. I like you, dear one. The princess says in a voice which sounds uncommonly serious. You have been good to me, like I said, and kind. For that, I will eternally be appreciative. You have been so good to me, in fact, that simply being with you is not enough anymore. Your company can no longer content me. I am a greedy, selfish girl, you see. The princess smiled wide as something sinister, her eyes flashing with a fiendish fervor. You have never before witnessed? Come on, I don't want to feel you beside me. I want you to feel inside me. Are you gonna turn our main character into a dildo or something? Use our bones as something to put yourself... You're retarded. Well, of all things your charming character could have said, you did not expect that. Oh wait, maybe she's a cannibal. Right. The princess, perhaps noticing her confusion, begins to giggle. A giggle even louder than Mirang, and just as airy. It is just inoffensive. I can see that you don't understand, dear one, but you aren't the only one. My last lady's maid said that too. Finally, the princess sighs a beleaguered woe is a me sigh. It makes her look even younger than the scant handful of years she truly possesses. And the one before that, fucking repetition, fuck you, this game. I hate this game so much. This is fucking retarded. Oh my god, just kill me. I can't take this game. I can't take much more of this fucking visual novel. Why do people like this? What is the point? I need somebody to fucking clear the air. Give me something. Why do people like this fucking game? Why do people like this fucking visual novel? This is why people hate it. It's because it's a fucking it's repetitious. I don't even know if that's a word. It's repetitious, it's pretentious, and it's a fucking know-it-all. Fuck you, game. Fuck you, visual novel. Fuck everyone who fucking likes this visual novel as well. Go fuck yourselves. You gave me expectations that, hey, this is probably good and fun. No, it isn't. Go fuck yourselves.